Yo, YouTube, what up? How is it going? Wow. Woo-wee. We were almost late, but not really. Well, I kind of went a little bit late today. I know we usually stream much earlier than this, but I kind of wanted to watch these Ultra Wars because there's nothing really going on. There's also 401's KVK, which we got to train for a little bit. I thought, you know, when we started the week, we trained for Mightiest Governor just a little tiny bit just to try to end up somewhere like respectable in some shape or form kind of thing, I guess. And so I trained 13 million points, which was a lot. I was first place at the time that it ended, right? And then yeah, my 13 million points went out the window. Out the window they went. We went to 90th place. 90 people ahead of me. Okay? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous at this point, right? For now, PRE-KVK is looking very, very tight between 1122 and 401, but 412s are being a nuisance. I know for a fact they're going to take one of these days, not the first day, maybe the second day tomorrow, and they're just going to blast in the last few hours like crazy. They're not just going to leave it be. I refuse to believe it. And so it became a nice little race back in here. 401 definitely pushed a lot of points, and we're going to push a little bit of points too. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going 20 million power points. Maybe I am. What's the point like? Is it like my same thing as MG? I always forget what the point system is for this. Where are you at? Stage 2, 1 point. 20. Oh. Yeah, okay. Well, we're not getting anywhere near that. That would be 10, what? 20 million points is 10 million T5s? People are going 1 million T5s? People are going crazy. I was going to train a couple 100,000 left. I got all of these still remaining in cooking for this right this moment. So I might as well clear those out. Why are Ally up with JWM? Any story? I have no idea, Evil Beastie. I have no clue, nor do I care. JWM is not even JWM, right? Whatever is left in there is just a name. I'm not getting good vibes from this title. Why? Why not? Motive. It's a 4v10, no? Kind of sick. What's wrong with my title? What did I want? I want you this way, and I want music. Let's go find something nice to listen to. No. What are you? I've never listened to you. We'll give you a shot. You need some hype emojis in the end. Let's contain it for the actual streams, because it's going to get fun. It's going to get real fun real quick. We got equipment to craft. We got to get researches done. We got fights to come in. Lord have mercy on our soul. Who our enemies are. All right, well, I guess this is out already, right? So it's going to be 401, 412, and 59, I believe. And who else was it? Who else was it? I don't remember one thing. You go away. Do. People are going crazy on the pre-KVK stuff. You guys are crazy. It's the camp that has 59 and 365, right? In theory. So, in theory, the way this works right now is that there is us in one camp, 412 in one camp, and 365 and 59 are together in another camp, right? So that's camp 3. Now, the funny thing is, all of this comes out of Lord knows where. And I'm not going to lie to you, I never really pay attention to these things because they don't make any sense to me until it's actually official. There is all the math and all the whatever the heck not, and somehow this got calculated who will be where and why, but I don't really know how these guys come up with the placements of maps and stuff like that. Now, granted, now that we have this, we know that this is true, right? Where are they? 59 and 365. So now we know that this is true, right? But before this came out, I was like, how do people come up with these things? And so we have us in one camp. Where are they? 365 and 59 in another camp, and 412 in another camp. It's going to be the three of us against the rest. Now, the way the map worked out is that we are at the top left. They 412 are at the bottom right, and 59 and 350 and 365 are on the other corner. So our enemies are essentially in between us. 365 is not pushing on purpose. That's completely fine. I don't know why people I don't pay attention to pre-KVK. Like, pre-KVK is just a morale thing. If you choose to do it, fantastic. If your kingdom chooses to do it, fantastic. Good for you, but it doesn't mean anything. It just doesn't mean anything. JWM never did pre-KVK, and yet everybody feared fighting us. It doesn't mean much. So it's a thing that just of pride, and I'm okay with it. How hard of a KVK thing do you think this will be? Here's the pickle, right? You need to push to 50 million. I need to push to over 100. I need to push to over 100. You need me to push 50 mil. If I push 50 mil, I have no resources left. But I'm going up to over 100 at least. I just need to see when that's going to happen. It's going to happen a little bit tonight too. We're going to go up a little bit tonight. Whale up. Yeah, the power doesn't mean much to me. Don't mean much at all. I mean, we're going to trade. Don't you worry. No Marauders. You know what's funny? I did Marauders and I submitted a bunch. Except that I didn't really exchange the chests. And I thought the last day was today. And not yesterday. So yeah, I screwed up with Marauders big time. You don't even have the resources to push 20 mil? I am so confused. What are we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about here, but I have a feeling. I have a feeling that pushing resources won't be an issue here if we need to. I mean, the man is trying. I'm just hoarding because I know that longevity is everything in here. But I can go hard. I can literally push up the one time and then that's it. Oh yeah. Resources are not an issue. But I'm trying to make them last in some shape or form. And not just blast them all in one KVK and then find myself like, oh, well, I'm out for a few KVKs. Take Moctezuma? Nah. How are my speeds looking like? I don't have that many speed ups though. That's the problem. I don't have that many speed ups though. That is the problem. So the video title is misleading. It's true. No, it's 3 versus... Technically, it's 3 camps versus 5 camps. Reality is 4 kingdoms against 10 kingdoms. So, not misleading. 100% truth. 4 kingdoms against 10 kingdoms. 3 camps against 5 camps. I don't think we have enough speed ups to train above 20 million though, Ross. I think. I'm just sitting on these. Like, the moment I decide I'm done spending in the game, I'm just gonna coast my way through. I think I can survive a KVK or 2 without an issue. They have double our power. Yeah, they have more than double our kingdoms. Question mark, exclamation mark, ... Like, people are thinking we're taking an easy KVK. Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm kind of glad 556 chickened out because it worked out better. Can you imagine doing a 4v10 with 556 on their side too? That would have been like not worth for any of us because they would have had the upper hand hands down, and then we would have been the ones that lost because we're bad, but they would have been the ones that won because they had 10 kingdoms on their side, you know. So did you finish the previously level 24 buildings? No. They're still here. They're still here. These are my pet peeves. This guy is done, but these guys remained not 25. They are still not 25. Don't ask me why. They're just not 25. Is it stupid? It is. But that's it. Those are the only 3 buildings that are not 25. And this KVK won't be easy, as some say. Eh. ABWs, it just bothered. That bugs you. Upgrade them. I'm good. I'm good. Don't need all that. Get rid of these real quick. I want my training queues back, please. Thank you. I would like my training queues back, please. Hooray, look at us whaling up. Hooray, whaling time, boys. Whaling time. Show pre-KVK stats. I'm doing fantastic. I'm like the most hyped pre-KVK player on earth. Look at that. Hamad doing big things in 440, 474 in second place. Death Squad got challenged by a few folks. Oh man. So I'm at K9N. Is this a play on C9N? What's the point of inviting other strong fighter kingdoms for the same KVK if you guys end up allying with them? That is a great insight, Ren. How about you run a big kingdom? How about you run a big community? And how about you go make decisions instead of backseat gaming? Bro. We request titles on Discord. Best bot? Where? Where? Why? We're not against Baba. 412 are allies. 2,986 days of universal speed ups. See, that's not a lot. It's less than 10 years. So that's really bad. Do I care to go get Duke? Porto still didn't train. I agree. I know. I have no doubt in my mind 412 did not train a single bit. And on purpose. No argument though. Lol. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 3,000 days is about 4 million T5s if I'm right. Something like that. There's not that much. This still real? This is still real. Let's go do this. Whatever. I wasn't planning on doing all this. We'll switch around, go to the jumper account, catch a couple forts. Although we gotta go check out 846 real quick. FFA is unrealistic. I agree. I agree. There's no such thing as FFA. There's no such thing as free-for-all KVKs. At the end, it's going to be a couple people gang up on one or two, and then someone is going to be able to cruise through, and at the end, that someone's going to be the strongest. The strongest, and that's that. Like, 846 and 916 and 415 is a free-for-all, except that nobody hits 415 at all whatsoever at all. And so by the time they get to the middle, everybody's going to be fought out the wazoo, and 415 are going to be stacked and ready to rock and roll. And you tell me how that's a free-for-all. You tell me how that's a free-for-all. And you're going to tell me, but that's the decision they made. That's... I mean... I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain that. Ooh, we have T1 Cavs out the wazoo. 21 minutes. Yo. Horseman. You shall ride. I will see you in 20 minutes, good sir. Ride along, boy. So go get the jumper in the meantime. They call it FFA for views, of course. How close to VIP 18? Very. Life is sad right now in the Gecko gaming world. We're 600 plus K away, but that's life. Not that I really care too much. The extra, although this extra 10% is very nice. In here, it's also 10% and 5% increase. This is actually really nice, especially for Canyon and stuff like that. Not that I care for that at all whatsoever, but you know, is the bounty of the ancients any good? This is amazing. This is amazing. If my card was not blocked, then I'm gonna call Bank of America as soon as this stream is done. If my card wasn't still blocked, I would have been already probably here, because 6 chests, 6 legendary equipment materials for nothing. You're just, if you're spending normal, like you've been spending, as you've been spending, all of these are free. You're not paying anything extra to get them. So is it good? Absolutely. Anytime you can hit one of these, you're going to get more items for absolutely free. Do 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 do. It's not visible. The daily equipment chest, it is. That it is. I mean, it's only one blue, so it's still not that huge of a thing. It's only a blue a day. It's not that crazy. It looks crazy, but it upgrades up because it's one more blue. How much AP should we save to get the top 20 in KVK? I would probably say that around at least 500,000 you'll be safe. You'll be able to compete with at least 500,000 in a big KVK. If you're in a smaller KVK, I've heard of KVKs where 300k was enough. It's one blue, isn't it? Yeah, look, Ross. 3 blues, 1 purple. That's one more blue. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, they're deceiving with the way it looks because this is only 1 extra blue, which converts into a purple, so it looks like it's a lot. And the same goes for troop capacity, march speed, and all. March speed was at 5% in level 7. Troop healing resource consumption minus 10%. Troop capacity 5%. March speed 5%. Okay, so when you see them here, this is not an addition. This is this is what was before and the new stuff. See, they're not in here anymore. So it's 5% march speed gain, freaking 10% troop capacity gained, and 5% healing resource consumption gained to a total of those stats. Yeah, it's confusing. They do that on purpose, Ross. That's done on purpose. Let me open these real quick. Do you recommend 350-day-old account to migrate to an older kingdom for a better KVK experience? What is a better KVK experience, Nitin? What are you trying to get? Well, you will probably have commanders. If you've worked on the commanders that you have right now and you migrate back to a younger kingdom, then you'll have all the commanders from seasons 1, 2, and 3 available to fight and have a more fun KVK, sure. But long term, you'll end up getting behind, right? Because your friends who were with you before you migrated back are going to be in Season of Conquest at least once or twice, get those commanders availability, and they're going to get ahead in the game where you're going to get stuck in the back. YT5s without tech in SOC is useless. I don't think it's useless, but it hurts a lot more without the tech. It hurts a lot more without the tech. And man, depending on what you got available and how you do things, I learned one thing from Red last KVK, which I knew already, but I was a little bit scared of doing it. But I'm going to definitely do it this KVK, is you just got to random TP out and hope and pray. Get as close as you can before flags touch, before people TP out, and just 5-man yoink people marching on the field. I mean, that's the way to go. How much speed ups needed for huge KVK? The more the better. There is no quantity. $846 is gonna let me log in on the tablet and get ready for a switch. This might tell me that I connected to another account. Ooh. Am I on the right account here? Yes, I am. Cool. So that way, we don't waste time. I just need to really quickly... Once we get to the training, we actually got to train a little bit too. We got to train a little bit. I actually need to bring my farms. I need to go to LIL later. Grab some resources from the farms too. Got a couple 100 million on the farms too. Should be nice. When is Kingsland open? Where? For us? Ooh, there's some time. There is some time, good sir. There is some time. Oh my goodness. Okay. Those are there to remind me. Never forget. Never forget your inability to log into the damn game. Auto clicker? No, I'm clicking. I got a mouse, you know. Let's see, 846 KVK. Here we go. Tablet. What you got for us? Let's disconnect from Wi-Fi, reconnect to Wi-Fi, get ourselves defogged. Send some gatherers in the meantime in 401 because I don't need more. Yeah, nah. All right, defoggeration happened. Where are we going? Where is 916? Right here. I mean, they're going after 916, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, they're already at it. Ooh. Okay. Don't gotta tell me twice. Bam. Here we go. KVK time. Something's going on in here. Altar fights. This is 916 against 846. This is the altar of darkness up here. There's also another altar of darkness between 415 and where is it? And it looks like no one's here yet. So the other guys are just starting the fight early. And here nobody cares. No one cares about this. What about down here really quickly? What we got down here? Anyone getting together? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We have 415 forces already getting ready in here. Just already camped up. And we know this is going to be a fight. This is going to be a fight. What do we have up here? In here, nothing is going on in this and on this side. In here, there are people prepared. There are people prepared. Oh, there is something going on in here. Oh, this is what we were watching. The 916 fight. This is what we were watching. Okay, so that was the top. What's going on down here? No one down here. A little bit of 916 this way. And where's the other entrance? Down here. What do we got down here? Oh, okay. A little bit of water presence too. Okay, water presence. Nothing very crazy. The crazy fights are happening up here, ladies and gentlemen. 846 and 916 going at it at the gates of 916. There's Ninja T2A on the field. And 846 here too, kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit. Initiating out here. Shout out to the boy Mokote right there. I see you on the field. And not only him, we should be finding a bunch of folks that we know down here on the lane in battle, both from 916 and from 846. Chat, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to drop a like on it. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you want to talk in the chat, you got to be subscribed. It's simple. Hit that subscribe, wait 1 minute, and come say hello. What's going on? We're waiting for you. And your comments and your feedback and anything along the way. And see what we can find in this meta, because remember 916 technically just now came, well, both of them technically just came out. Both of them came out of season 3. This is their first season of Conquest. And funny enough, both of them theoretically shouldn't have a lot of these commanders, which what you're seeing here is the result of their migrations. People who came in with these commanders and had them in lockdown for as long as it's been. So the fact that you're seeing, for example, that many Alexanders compared to that many in a lot of Guans, it tells you the story, right? The Alexanders are the folks in 916, 846 that were there that haven't had the opportunity yet to unlock Guan or spend enough on Guan, and therefore they're using Alex, which is also a great pick, not a bad pick at all. But it's the Guans that are like the Guans, the XYs, the Tel Takedas. All of these are folks that migrated into these kingdoms with these commanders. And for 846, like Ross mentioned, okay, so 846 had one heroic anthem ahead of 916. I was questioning whether the two of them came out at the same time. Either way, it's very clear that 846 will have a commander's advantage on the field. That is very clear. Where's the membership sign up? All you got to do is click join right next to the subscribe button. You have a join button, pick a tier, and you become a member, and that's that, Scar. If you're on mobile, right next, there should be a dollar sign right next to the emojis. Yo, what's up, Custom? I know where you're going next. 846 has well advantage. That I have no doubt of. That I have no doubt of. Because those who were big whales in 916, either some of them left or some of them are not necessarily here. A lot of them are here, though. Don't get me wrong. I see a lot of 916 like Guans and Arties and XYs, and I'm seeing them, right? It's not that they don't have them. They do. They have them. They have a lot of those folks, but I do see that 846 have a little bit of a deeper arsenal in terms of commanders. He pulled a $300 VMAX yesterday. Which one was it, Ross? I'm highly jealous. I actually pulled a $200 card yesterday too. Oh, the blue screen. It's all blue. The blue screen will not let it be. The blue screen is not gonna let it be. 1 second. Where's my camera? Check it out. The card saver is reflecting light like crazy. But it's the Japanese alt art of the Mew versus Mewtwo. Mew and Mewtwo tag team. This is from the Japanese set, so it's from 2019. I opened one box, I was bored. I have a ton of those at home. Don't be talking about 916 here. Drago accepted all whales without tracking. Big mistake. Uh-oh. Shots fired. I don't know anything about that. Mew and Mewtwo. Mewtwo and Mew card. It's from a... oh, I even have the box here, I think. It's called Miracle Twins, I believe. It's from a Miracle Twins box. Which is all blue. Yo, what's up, Frodo? Who is winning this? Well, all of this is happening on the 916 side of the map. So whoever's winning this is theoretically 846 that are holding it back here, right? At any moment, 916, they're going to say, we're going to move this fight down this way, and then it's going to start becoming interesting. Right now, no one's winning or losing, right? Because everything can change in 2 minutes, and there's 4 hours until this altar opens. So everything you're seeing here is banter. All of this is banter, right? All of this is like, yeah, let's go have some fun type of thing. It looks like 916 are not walking off of their territory, which is a smart play. They're down to play here. They're down to fight, but they'll fight on their territory where they get buffs. So if you want to come and play 846, we can, but we'll take an advantage right here, and that is stay on territory, and that's a great call. England or Italy tomorrow? England is my city, bruh. It's coming home. Nah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I would say that Italy is the favored one for sure, right? Obviously, we know this. You never know. Just the same way as the dude said, England is my city by mistake. Mistakes can happen, right? But it's nice to see England making it to the final. Oh, there's 2 unnamed soldiers? That's fun. Which one's the real unnamed? Unnamed, you just gotta... Someone is pretending to be you, except that I don't know which one of the 2 is you. I mean, I do, but we'll make it interesting. Argentina? No way. No way, bruh. No way, no way. Argentina ain't making it nowhere. Gonna be an easy Brazil win. Easy Brazil win. Easy Brazil win. I'm telling you, that ain't even a question. That is a matter of facts. Easy Brazil win. Easy Brazil win. I kind of like the new team, you know. It took a little bit till it got built up. I really like the team that they have built up now. It took a while. Although Neymar is a little bit washed. A little bit. But he's still like a crazy good player. I love Casemiro. I think as a midfielder, Casemiro is insane. Fred is good too. You have Marquinhos. Insane defender. Becker. Alisson Becker. On the... My homie, hopefully. I was like, right? Liverpool guy. One of the best goalkeepers out there. I don't know how Thiago Silva still plays. Kind of nuts. But yeah, Argentina are gonna get their poop pushed in. Yes, you have Messi. Gecko, how about us? A fighter in 401. Same like Bunny. Oh, you're definitely the real unnamed. Let me just mute unnamed soldier 26. I definitely know you are the real one. England's actually favored to win. You realize Argentina is in like in a few hours, right? Liverpool only got 1 player in the Euro final. I'm okay with it. Don't care for the Euro final personally, in particular. Did some guys say infantry meta? Did you see the new commanders? Oh, this is fun. I like the ants moving. Let's try full resolution, full graphics, see how bad this looks. Non-simplified graphics mayhem. Non-simplified graphics mayhem. I mean, I'm going back to simplified. This is... But all of this is just a big mosh pit. Nothing's happening here. Like, all that's happening is we're seeing all of these folks' faces, and even the marches are not moving anymore because of how many died and came and went. And all you see is frownies and marches going home. Like, this group right here just killed this frowny right there. The frowny is still stuck, that guy, but these guys are going home. And now it's like a back and forth. Hello, Stone. But all of this is happening at the back door of King of 916, and they have their territory here. Now they're pushing out a little bit. The fight's happening a little further out than it did. As long as the 846 managed to pull 916 like they are further out from their own territory, because this territory, as you can see, ends right here. Byron, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. As you can see, hello. That's where the territory ends. So now 846 managing to pull the fight out of the territory means less buffs for 916. 916, if they're looking to actually fight here, have no reason to be out here, right? There's 4 hours till the damn event. Love the war content. Not sure if I did right membership. I have no idea, Scarface. Thank you for the $5 super chat. That's a super chat. That's not a membership. It says join. Right next to where you did that, it should have said join. Thank you for the $5, though. Don't skip the introduction. Which introduction? Busy. What's up, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing good. Only Real 401 knows that. What's the theme of... Oh, Brawny. Don't test him. He is the one and only unnamed. You don't need to test him. I know for a fact unnamed soldier 1401 is our guy. It's like 100% a fact. Chords of that fight. This is the altar between 846 and 916. You also, it's 1106, 597, 820. It doesn't show it. Shows only chat and emoji. I can pay for it. That's weird. That's weird. Scar, we'll look at that after the stream. All right. Help you out after the stream. See, my M1 iPad has no issues with full graphics. Good for you, Dan. Good for you. Not an Apple user in particular, so no iPad for me. Do 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 do. What do we have here? Your M1 is coming next week. You're excited. Nice, dude. Yeah, I'm not an Apple person at all. So yeah, no iPhone, no iPad. We're using the Tab, Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. I'm actually very happy with it. Ask Baba for a pre-KVK video, a training video. You'll probably see it on Shinchi's channel, more than likely. What are your thoughts on the upcoming material equipment related changes? Do you think this will indeed help most people or just high spenders? It'll help primarily high spenders always, right? Everything helps primarily high spenders always. So don't think that there is a place where high spenders don't benefit if free to play or low spenders don't benefit too, okay? So is it also going to benefit free to play and low spenders? I think so. I think that transparency is also extremely important. And having and knowing exactly how a refinement is going to work and the changes they're going to do to add materials to more places, make them more accessible, make them more obtainable is going to influence even anyone, right? No more Baba channel? What do you mean? Again, if Baba wants to send us the footage, I will love to make the video, but you know, it's not, I'm not going to go around asking him for it. Let's put it this way. I never did, for the record. 90% of the time when people gave me like footage of things that they did is because they recorded and they're like, yo, here you go. We recorded this if you want to use it. And so that's kind of dope, right? I never ask. I think I may have asked DS once for him to record himself pushing. And at the end of it, I didn't even end up using it because I felt bad. iPad Pro or Tab S7 Plus. If you have the ability to get the Tab, if you want to use an iPad and you want to get an iPad, then the iPad is better. If not, the Tab 7 S Plus is the next best thing, Android-wise. I just spent 5K. Is low or medium spender? In what range? If you spent 5K in 1 month, you're a pretty big spender. If you spent 5K in a year, then you're somewhere along the mid-low spender. Depends on who you ask, right? That's about $500-ish a month, give or take. Some will call you a small spender. Others will call you like a medium spender for spending $500 a month. It's just a matter of like who you speak to, kinda. What's up, Blaze Daily? How are you? My guy is still marching towards the rune. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. He's still marching towards the rune. I mean, these guys are having fun. I'm kind of jealous. I'm low-key jealous. This is where you get some kills and have a good time. This is the time where you get a bunch of kills and just have a good time on the 1v1s scenarios. They're introducing refinement system, but not fixing the loadouts. First and foremost, here's the thing, right? As you guys saw, and I keep saying this, people just don't listen because they're looking for me. They prefer when you're lied to. Okay, some folks prefer to be lied to, not be told the truth. Okay, they prefer to have the delusions of high hopes instead of being told the truth to the face. And so sometimes when I say things that are a little bit more truthful, people don't like them because they want to hear rainbows and roses. But here is the sad reality. They have not introduced Jack Diddley Squad. They have told us about something they're working on. Last time that happened, skill reset was a thing. Everybody got extremely hyped and then realized that it's not what you think it is. Right now, all they did is they introduced in a face-to-face chat something, a text, what they're working on, which means we have no clue what the end result is going to be, nor speculating works, because they truly find ways how to make things from very cool and straightforward and potentially huge for the game to meh at best, in an attempt to kind of muffle things down, right? So I am not really going to do or formulate an opinion on anything that has to do with equipment until we actually see the end result of what they're working on, because we're going to start now coming up with all these ideas and speculations and thoughts and opinions and how this can be so useful. And I mean, when the skill reset happened, there were folks that made videos and guides about which commanders you should start. You should skill lock 5-1-5-5 commanders type of stuff. And it was like all of this hype, and then it wasn't what we thought it was. So I'm not gonna waste my energy and my like hope in the world to yeah. I'm just not gonna rate. I'm not gonna formulate an opinion until we actually see what comes out. Period. That's the end of that. Like that's what that's gonna be, because it's gonna be absolutely nothing we think of. Truly, nothing we think of is gonna show up there. And if it does, then it's amazing, and then we can talk about it. What I'm happy about is the fact that we can make more materials quicker. I need materials like crazy. We are going to craft a lot. We're gonna craft at least 1, if not 2 accessories, and then a 4-piece for legendary equipment, maybe even 5. We're gonna need to get this done in order to get these, because we're gonna need them, all of that. Add to that, you know, a little bit more here, and a little bit more here, and a little bit more that's that. So I'm gonna need that, and we're gonna need to get, hopefully we get a bunch of these of the Vanquisher packs, because we're gonna need those. I mean, looking at how this KVK is gonna turn out, okay, in the overall grand scheme of things of garrisoning and of commander usage in general in this KVK, okay, I think it's safe to assume that the infantry commanders coming into Rise of Kingdoms will not shift the garrison meta. They might shift the garrison meta by them being rally leaders, and therefore other commanders from the past are now going to have to be able to step in and potentially garrison better. And so our infantry garrison shall remain strong, which means we don't really care about getting the new garrison commanders. What we care about now is we have the ability to grab one commander, not here. We have the ability to grab one full commander. We are sitting on the big account. I will tell you because it's on the other screen. We're sitting on, I think, 1,259 legendary commander sculptures. So the move is going to be Nebu expertise, Nebu equipment, so we can have a Nebu ram on the field for rally as well as for open field. Equipment that will matter there. Of course, we're going to push the tech. Nothing we can do but push the tech. Although, I don't think that I'll be someone who, for the first fights, is going to have the best possible tech. Because that's going to require buying the bundle every single day on the first week. And that's just a lot. I want to get to the second portion of the fight with good tech setup type of thing. I don't know if we'll max tech. I don't know how much it costs to max tech. But we're going to go as far as I can type of thing. And giving it a little bit more emphasis this time to get that proper tech going. Last time we pushed tech was when we garrisoned, and it's not like we had bad tech. We could have definitely used the 1 or 2 more bundles to finish our tech up, but we had pretty much all the buffs available with the exception of the extra damage. So if we can get to that point, I'm going to be very happy. Primary Nebu or Ram? Nebu. Nebu primary, Ram second. I'm an R4 and 474. Can 401 versus 474 fair duel 1v1 in Kingsland? Stress, what makes you think that I have any authority to tell you yes or no? I barely know what's going on. Saladin William, still worth on the open field? Absolutely. How am I viewing this Kingsland? Optical illusion. This is not real. Like when they done the material update, but nerfed the barbs and marauders in the process. Exactly, Brian Miller. Exactly. I like 474's allies, 440. Many good players there. Okay. Best tank link epic pair. Wait, what? Tanking epic pair. Tanky pair of epics. You can do a lot of things, but if I'm thinking tanky that is also... If I'm thinking tanky that is also doing some good damage, I would put... maybe like a crazy Sun Tzu Scipio type of thing, which would be a little bit crazy. There's a lot of tanks. You can do... essentially any infantry is a tanky pair. You can even go Sun Tzu Eulogy, and you'll be very, very tanky. Any epic that is infantry, or now the Vikings too. How much do you spend per month? I hope you're doing well. How much do I spend per month? It varies. For the first like year playing Rise of Kingdoms, I barely spent anything at all. Like I think I would have spent like maybe like $1,000 in the first year playing ROK. And then last year it moved around. The funny thing is, in December of last year, I made the decision that I'm going to start spending a bit more when I moved to 401 to be able to, because of how much you guys enjoyed that crazy KVK. I thought, I'm going to start spending a bit more and building up this account even further. And then I lost my sponsorship, which made everything kind of difficult. I tend to spend like now this year, I've probably maintained myself at around, I don't know, 700 to $1,000 a month ish. It just depends. Like in the past couple of months, I've barely spent anything in Rise of Kingdoms. Very, very little. But I think that this month, coming up month, when we're going to do KVK, I'm probably going to get to the $1,500 to $2,000 in this month without even thinking about it too much. I think that that's going to be the case. And that's nothing, right? We're talking people who spend that every day in 401. Unnamed is like, psh, this man's monthly budget equals my 3-day rotation. I sneezed at. And motive is like, psh, this dude. In 401, we talk 5 digits only. I know, guys. I know. I'm sorry. If they make you pay materials costs to refine for special talent, rest in peace, free to play, ever getting special talent, why? Now you can get more materials and then pay the materials to get refines. That makes so much more sense to me than breaking breaking the equipment and re-getting it. You mean because that you only get it once and then you re-break it again and again and again using the same materials. For epics, that makes sense. For legendaries, not so much. Yo, what up, Dollar? When will the new commanders, who should I pair with my Alex? That's a good question. Both of them are insane. Both of them are really, really good. Best garrison pair is Zenobia YSS or Zenobia Theodora right now. What do you think about Drago getting meme bullied in Fleisch's channel? I think that I don't really care for that. I do care for the fact that, technically speaking, he didn't make those videos. He's just re-uploading them instead of linking to the person who actually made the videos. That's the only thing that bugs me. We watched the original video. Scar, you found your way to becoming a member. Welcome to the members squad, a Leo membership. Ooh. Scar, since you became a Leo member, you also get access to the members exclusive Discord chat. Just follow along the instructions that the bot is going to give you of how to connect your YouTube and Discord accounts together, and that will automatically get you into our members exclusive Discord room within an hour of you becoming a member. Welcome. And of course, got to get those hearts up in the chat. I killed my chat, but here we go. We should be good now. What's up, Howlead? You still play? You still here? That's the fastest open field pairs. I have no idea. I have no clue. Are 59 making points, or there's nothing there, right? 59 is dead, isn't it? Or is it only you? I have no idea what's going on, so don't get mad at me if I'm like talking smack and 59 is actually doing a lot of work. Let's go see. Oh, yeah. Oh, 59 is dead. We know this. I've maxed YSG, 54 million power. Focused on archers, KVK forthcoming. I have 820 gold sculptures. My Plan is to go for Ramses and Tamaris. Is that a good way? I would go for Ramses and Ramses and Artemisia if you're gonna go that way. If you're going one wheel, one not wheel. Our Tamaris is nice, but she's not that needed. You're gonna need your Artemisia to be the primary to YSG. You're gonna need your Ramses to then later on maybe get Tamaris, but if not Tamaris, you can skip straight to Nebu, and Ramses Nebu is fantastic. Or Nebu Ramses, better yet. So now that you have YSG Max, I would go Ramses Artemisia, grab that Artemisia with your Ramses, and then with your Artemisia, you grab that Artemisia with your YSG, and then once you get your Nebu, Ramses will be a pair. Pre-KVK, could you show the pre-KVK rankings so far? Sure, I can. There you go. There you go. But 412 didn't train yet. 412 have not trained yet, so it's not fair. 412 has not trained yet, as you can see. So it's not fair. That's going to change very soon. Farmer Kakarot, he's training on his farm. Oh, we finally got there. We finally got there. Let's look for Duke. Oh, we have Duke, please. We share Kingdom Chat. Let's go back into the fight in the meantime. Can train a little bit more. Not gonna go crazy. And round up to like 95, 96. And then hopefully we can get a Jadwiga Mightiest Governor placement, and that way I can... I mean... If I end up somehow with the first place, which could... I don't know if it could be possible or not. Then we gotta train 600k, which is 6 million power, which would be very nice. I kind of want to rig it so even if we end up in like 4th place or 3rd place, then we can train up to 100 mil during that Mightiest Governor. Who's my favorite commander? That's a good question, you know. That's a good question. In what sense? What's the best counter for Atel Takeda? Zenobia YSS or Zenobia Theo? And bye-bye Atel Takeda. I mean, these guys are still fighting here. There's 3 hours and some left until this goes on. Chat, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to drop a like. We're at 82 likes, 200 people watching the stream. I believe there's at least 50 of you who haven't yet taken a second, moved your mouse or your pointer or whatever you have onto that like button and just tapped it, and then went back into lurk mode, back on the couch chilling. You know what I'm saying? I know how it is. I was chilling on the couch watching my streamer earlier today. I also sometimes don't forget to drop a like when he says it. I remember and I go, I'm like, hey, that's why we say it. I guess that makes sense. Anyway, there's a little bit of a pushback by 916. I think 846 are like, meh, we've had enough for this start. We gotta go refill and come back again because T2A are really pushing out now. And so this doesn't mean anything. This just means that either 916 who are closer here managed to finally push back 846 a little bit, or 846 are like, meh, let's go back, chill for a little bit, regroup, and come back in again. So open field to counter Atel Takeda. Guan Alex actually does a lot of damage to Atel Takeda. Spy CG. Guan Alex does a lot of damage to Atel Takeda. See, 846 now regrouping back here. That's what I was saying. It's like they're falling back. They're like, let's regroup. Let's ball up. Let's give some people time and enough time for the Frownies to come back and chill. Oh, Lord. Healing buff lasts, what, 6 hours? 8 hours? 8 hours. Okay. That makes sense, because they have a 2-hour fight, plus in 3 hours this comes up, so he leaves enough time. That's... Technically could have launched it earlier, but whatever. Not the biggest of deals. 474, just focus to 401. We don't care about 412 or 365. Okay. This is going to be fun. That's going to be real fun. Alex Herald. Alex Herald also does damage to Takeda. Correct. Pakal Herald. Don't mind that. Oh, Lord. You guys are already naming commanders with pairs when we haven't even seen them just yet. I'll fight hard this KVK and see what's up after. Where are you, Howlead? You're going to fight hard in 59? Why would you fight hard in a dead kingdom? Like, all you're doing is you're going to suicide your troops and your resources and your everything. Howlead, grab one of your farms. That's City Hall 25. Kill off all your troops. Pass all the resources there. Coordinate with me. I'll take all those resources off of you from Kingdom 59. But shushu, win quiet. Nobody will ever know. Come to us. I'll give them back to you. I'm not giving him the resources back, though. Simple. Fighting in a dead kingdom is not going to be fun for you. Because you're just going to get murked. Which kingdom am I in? I'm in 401. And I'm in Kingdom 2. When am I going to stay in Kingdom 2 for long? That is the real question. That is the real question, chat. Am I staying in Kingdom 2 for too long? Or am I staying in 401 for long? Double Migration Inc. Is it me or Golden Kingdom has become slightly more difficult? I guess so. I guess so. It wouldn't surprise me. Zanj agrees with Dan, so I guess some of you guys have noticed an increase in difficulty. I haven't seen Golden Kingdom in a while, actually. Yo, what's up, Devils? How's your stream? Speaking of Golden Kingdom, you were doing yours earlier. 412 in 1 hour and a half. Watch the train coming in fast. Okay. Okay. Where's my main at? I have 2 mains technically, and the big one is in 401. The second one, which is not that small anymore, is in Kingdom 2 right now. The rewards have gotten worse though. That's not shocking. Golden Kingdom is up in 401. Is it? Oh, yes, baby. We got the Legendary Tavern, too. Well, this is not us, actually. This is not 401. Aw, this is, what's the name? Is it up in 401? I didn't notice it. Don't look at it. I gotta... Oh, yeah, it came up. You're not wrong. I don't like Golden Kingdom. I mean, it's alright. You can get lucky and just cruise through Golden Kingdom. That's the thing about it. Golden Kingdom is about luck. If you get lucky enough, you can really cruise through it. I mean, if you also have the right infantry commanders that can just tank the life out of it. Oh, we got Duke. Hooray! Let's go train real quick. I was about to do Golden Kingdom. But let's train real quick. Sure. We have the rune. We have the title. Here we go. A little bit of... We're going to just mix it up with the T5s. I think we're going to need a little bit of everything. We're going to need a little bit of everything, I think. We're gonna definitely get that 1 mil here, 1 mil here, 900. Yeah, okay, yeah. We're definitely just going to get one of each. I think that's the responsible thing to do. 2 of each, essentially. No helps in this department. Just rest in peace. Speed ups. 2 of each real quick. A little training. Nothing very crazy. We're not going to go out of control. We ain't going out of control. We could do more. Meh. I need a good event. I should have done Zenith. I definitely should have done Zenith. I could have done Zenith. And that would have made all of our training needs taken care of. And some more. And a nice skin in the process. You. There's not going to be enough 1 minute speed ups in here. All right. 3 days inbound. 24 hours next. Oh my goodness. No. Yes. 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 Cool. Next. You. You whaling? Nah. Squad doesn't have all the trainings? No, I think LIG does. I'm really not too worried. I'm not too worried about it. Half an hour here, half an hour there. Did I spend an extra half a day? Might have, yeah. Bronny, I really don't care. Bronny. I really don't care. For 4 or 5 days worth of speed ups. I mean, you're going to keep spamming it, and I'm going to keep saying I don't care. It's okay. Not the end of the world. Oh my goodness gracious. How many years of speed ups is that? Less than 10. Less than 10. There's 48 players, that's it. Yeah. Enough, isn't it? I mean, I don't know why you get what. Sure, bro. Good luck. Like 474. You guys are gonna be awesome, and you're gonna be big, and you're gonna destroy 401. Congrats. Like, what's the worst commander? I would argue the worst commander is probably Moctezuma. I don't really see a use for him. Did the music stop? Music's there. Music's there, Joel. We did a little bit, just a little slight bit of training, just to pretend like we're helping out. Pretend like we're helping out, round up to 95. I need to tell them I'm done, don't I? We're gonna whale up regardless. We're just gonna figure out if it's now or... But I gotta get to 100 mil. We're getting to 100 mil before the fight. Finally, we're gonna hit 100 mil. Maybe more. We'll see. Or just a little whaling. Just a tad little bit of whaling. Just a tad little sprinkly sprinkle. Get a little extra mightiest governor points. We're at 36 now. We're at 36 now. There's a long way to go to top 20, top 15. So we ain't getting there. I'm gonna have to comply with the rank 30 and above and overall, which is 2 sculptures. How did you get so many speed ups? Gold chests. You're back up to 115 mil. Nice, Bronny. I haven't trained anything. Like, I just naturally train. I haven't had an opportunity to proper train yet. You haven't placed a wager. Next round. Wait. I'm confused. These guys are going at it tomorrow? No. It starts tomorrow. And then we'll know who's who. And then next week it'll happen. There's no schedule. There's not even a schedule. Ooh. That's sick. Cavalry health. Damn. Damn. This is actually a really good skin. Holy moly. This is a really good skin. All of them are getting this. This is a really good skin. That garrison, that cavalry garrison is an extremely good skin. This is nuts. City of Power. If we ever get to Jadwiga meta, man. Jadwiga meta is gonna be something else with that skin. Yo, what's up, Flinch? What are the chances of winning this KVK? We'll find out, right? There's always a chance. Where there's a will, there's a way. The problem is when there is no will. And then there's no way. These guys are still going at it, which is kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. It's low-key crazy what these guys are doing, because there's still hours of until this starts. Like hours until these guys start. For the record, for those of you who wanted to see it, by the speculators and computer generators of data and analytics and statistical analysis of the circumference of the Earth times the quadratic equation of the unknown powers of the gods of Lilith, and decided that this is how the map is going to look like, and of course they got it right, which is kind of nutty, but we knew this was going to happen. Kind of cool. This is how the map is going to be laid out in the KVK for 401, in case you have no idea how it was supposed to look. It's going to be 401 and 401, the three corners allying up against pretty much this and that. Now, in here we have 474 who are talking a lot, and there's a guy here who is talking a lot, but in reality, we're not going to be seeing them until second zone. So if there's a sandwich here or there's a sandwich there, whichever way we choose. What I do like is that this is gated, right? So we have the option to go against 2v1 or a 2v1 or a 1v2 and 1v2 essentially. This can't get to a 4v1, which means we can keep moving through by locking one of these sides in. So that's the one thing that's nice, that you can at least, you have a divider here. And the same goes for these guys and for these guys. They can just pick one side and lock it up. The thing that is interesting is that if you play it right and everybody can get the coordination going, there is a situation in which there is a risk for this camp or for this camp not to even make it out here if 401 and 365 converge here, or if 365 and 412 decide to converge here. We could take out one camp from contest altogether. But in all other situations, even if for some reason 401 takes both of these aggressively, and these guys can still come out this way and come in here. So these guys, and these guys are very well secured into the next zone, okay? And then these guys and these guys are sort of being sandwiched by us. I don't know what the fights are going to be, of course. I have no clue what leadership is doing or what the plan is. I have no clue. I'm just telling you all the potential options. But it looks nice. It looks very good. There is potential to make it pretty much all the way to Kingsland without even having to fight. There is enough space to make it to Kingsland for big fights, as well as to pick and choose battles up until Kingsland, right? Because in theory, and this is strictly theoretic, if we sandwich these guys, then this zone is going to be ours, and that means that these 3 kingdoms can secure 1 gate each to Kingsland, and boom, we have 2 allies in Kingsland. The same can be said about these 3, right? These 3 can pretty much, with these 2, they can guarantee this, which means these 2 can make it out to Kingsland. Now this guy, if 412 decides somehow to catch this, they can still share with 474 and make it to zone 6. But when you have a shared zone like this one, that necessarily means 412 might face all these 4 kingdoms in here in the later stages. So there's a lot of possibilities of the things that can happen. And this is why the free-for-all KVKs is never a thing. It's just impossible to be a free-for-all KVK. No matter how hard you try. At the end, some are going to more naturally flow towards others. Like 916 was a big magnet to everyone around them. So this is going to be a fun KVK for us to see how it works out. I am actually really stoked because it leaves so many opportunities to do things. What I mean by that is usually in regular KVK situations, what you do is these guys open up, you fight for them, and these guys open up and then you chill or fight for them, and then this guy opens up and you fight for it, right? But once the fight for this is done, then it's done, right? One side owns it all together. In this particular scenario, if 401, for example, takes the top and then comes in here, like we said, and we have like a closed, easy zone 6, and 346 managed to come through here and get this way, 401 can at any point decide to mount an offensive on this side and then cause a fight to happen here mid KVK in like the downtime. So I really like the fact that this is segregated the way it is. It's pretty much this right here is KVK Season 1 like it should have been. If y'all notice, most people are comparing the heroic this to Heroic Anthem, Strife of the Eight to Heroic Anthem, but this is the KVK Season 1 map like it should have been, with Zone 4's 5s cut off, so that way it's not a 2v1 against the corner kingdoms, and the rest of the map is exactly the same map. Exactly the same map. Pretty much. It's pretty much the same map. Not exactly. So there's a lot of possibilities in here, and I think that this is going to be a super fun KVK, because I think that if, for example, 401 pushed this way and this way, okay, and then we take this zone, and then 346, who went this way, can decide to push 401 out of here at any point in time, and we would have to be able to defend both here, here, and here at the same time. It allows for a lot of like crazy plays, and the one thing I hope and pray will shift in Rise of Kingdoms players' mentality is that we only fight until on the day the pass is open until one side loses. I think that a retreat and then a regrouping and dropping a fort in the middle of nowhere, like on your enemy, and then starting a fight in this zone, even though everybody's already out in these zones at any time, should be a possibility. It should be a thing. A team, for example, and I'm going to use this strictly as an example, okay? If, for example, 401 beats all these 4 kingdoms, okay? Which is going to be a really, 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 really tough thing, but let's pretend like we did, okay? These 4 kingdoms are not in here, but they have the passes, right? If they're allied and we are here and then we came this way and this way, they can coordinate together at any point to smack us from behind, while anyone who's in here, like 474, smacks us from the front. Same goes this way. If we can go this and they are here, they can come this way and this way at the same time. So I'm really hoping that the KVK players' mentality starts shifting a little bit and teams say, let's back off. Let them feel a little bit more established. We find a spot to drop a fort. We regroup. We rearrange. Get all together. Send those rallies out to barbarian forts way out there, so people don't notice us, and then just drop a fort, right? So here is a small tip that I'm giving a bunch of folks out there, including people who are going to fight us. I'm sure that's going to happen. The number one thing that people do that makes others wary about them preparing a counter-offensive is the fact that everybody likes to group up at the gate. It's like, all right, everybody, we're going to do an attempt on a push in a few hours, so we're going to drop a marker right here, and it's like 9 p.m., everybody here, we will progress as a ball, right? And then someone random, no, it doesn't matter who, from wherever the heck, randomly goes through the map and goes, Why are these guys here? And then shares these chords with his alliance. Next thing you know, they're waking everybody up, right? However, let's say, for the sake of argument and for the sake of just having fun and going back into this fight momentarily, okay, I'm just going to give you an example, a hypothetical example that can happen right now, right? So, let's say 916, okay, they have access here. 1 second, I'm looking. 916 is all up this way, okay? 846 came all up this way, right? And we can see that. Now, the thing about it is, technically speaking, let's see. In here, I don't think there is there. No, there isn't, because then there's this that they both didn't bother fighting for. And in here. Okay. So this is a good hypothetical, okay? So these guys down here in water want to start pissing off an important position of T2A. So they want to get crazy, and they want to try to drop a flag in like a very, very strategic spot, which would be somewhere in here, okay? Let's pretend. So now they're going to look around and they're going to be like, huh, what is nearby here that we can target? So they're going to search a little bit, because it looks like people are very active out here. So finding a fortress might be a bit challenging. But here we go. We got a fortress. Now what these guys can do is they can literally find this fortress right here and a couple of others nearby, which I'm sure there is one down here. There's one down this way. There's another one in here. So you can see 4 fortresses, right? All you got to do is you don't bunch up your troops. You don't bunch up your troops at the gate. You start sending your taxi rallies out to the spots. And you make sure that you're grouping up in like a random spot on the map that it would be much harder for someone to go take a peek and check out what you're doing. So these guys, for example, started sending support rallies this way and bunching up their troops like very quietly around these trees, somewhere that people are not really looking. And they can drop a fort, and all of a sudden, it's a fort drop. Oh my goodness gracious, here we go. And by the time the other team is reacting, that fort is already full, has defense around it. Clock is ticking. Let's get ready to rock and roll. But if you are not doing it and you don't have consistent troops coming in and you're not setting all that up ahead of time, then you're going to get screwed. Marching as a ball never works, because the second you start marching as a ball this way, they're going to notice you, start teleporting in here, and by the time you get here, they're already all here. So that's something that I've always thought of, like, why are people setting up as balls like by the gate? If anything, set up somewhere a bit further in so that people don't notice it as easily, and that way it's a little bit easier easier of a time overall to potentially try to catch the other team off guard. I somehow went into this alliance. Shoo. Yes. This is still going on in here. 846 and 916 are going at it. These guys are going at it. And the crazy part of all of this is, like, if I'm not mistaken, there's like 2 hours left until the altar is open, or even more than that. 3 hours and 15 minutes. And these guys are already going at it. These guys are just already going at it. Which is nice. Chat, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to slap a like on it. And of course, hit that subscribe down below if you're new to the channel. If you can type in the chat, the reason for that is exactly this. You're not subscribed to the channel. What are you waiting for? Do-do-do-do-do. You guys are still going at it. It's kind of nutty. Chat, you guys are alive? Everybody fell asleep on me. Are fire, air, and green allied? Yes. And the 401 KVK? Yes. Chat, you guys fell asleep. You guys alright? You guys good? You got Scarface becoming a member today. And dropping a $5 super chat. The rest of the chat just died, fell asleep. What's the internet speed there? Lebanon is pathetic. Fastest is 5 megabytes. I have fiber in the house. So it's 1,000 down, 100 and 1,000 down, I think 100 up. I finally have fiber. Took a while, but we finally have fiber. Pump the music up. No problem. You're driving. I see. I'm doing all right. Chilling, Maria. It's just another day. Probably the biggest KVK we'll see so far. Will be interesting to watch. I don't know. I think that the KVK we did last one we did against 7 Korean kingdoms is still going to be the one for the books. I think that nobody has yet. I don't think anyone has yet to one-up that. Even with this crazy KVK going on. I still think that the 7 versus 2 was crazier. Prepare for the training. Good luck, dollar. Tell people to record and send me the footage, dollar. Although you guys have Shinchi now, so that's not fair. Have you spoken about the equipment changes yet? I have. I mentioned that any change, like we mentioned, everything is going to be cheaper, easier, faster to get than ever before. And until we actually see in the patch notes what exactly they came up with and not in the developers face to face, I don't give it too much attention, primarily because we've seen in the past a developers face to face where we all speculated hard on what's going to happen, on who's going to do what and how it's going to come out and how amazing and whatever the hell not. And then at the end, Lilith just spat on our face. And so with a skill lock system that is not bad, but it's not what we thought it would be, right? It's decent, but it's not what we thought it would be. And so I've stopped speculating about what comes out in the developers notes. I'd rather see it in the patch notes first. Can you clear out what's happening with the memes against Drago? I got lost at some point. Nothing really is going on. People are memeing Drago because 916 spoke a lot and beat on their chest quite a bit, and I don't blame them for it. And then came 846 and showed them that who showed them in actions and not in talk. And so now that they managed to show them in actions their capabilities, not in talk, now they're talking. So that's probably one of the best ways to go about it in Rise of Kingdoms, right? Especially when you have an opponent like we have 474 that have people who talk more than do. Then you show them by doing, and once you finish doing like 846 did, then they start talking. But now they're using your wards against you. That's exactly what's going on with Drago, essentially. Drago, not in a bad or a criminal or a negative or a bad, not in any negative way whatsoever. Kind of like, said we're like beat on his chest a little bit. Our product is strong. We're about to smack some people around. Like, talk that little banter, which is not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying any negative stuff. Got to clear that before you guys start making drama out of it. And after he beat on his chest a little bit, came the folks of 846 and said, well, okay, they didn't say anything. They beat the hell out of them in the first few days, and then they started talking back, but using Drago's wards against them. That's all. That is the consequence of bantering and then getting smashed. It's not that they got smashed, right? They had a little bit of bad fights in the first few days. Whatever they do, I'll just keep seeing rest in peace free to play. Yeah. Krieg. That'll always be the case. How did I lose my sponsorship? I have no idea. I was just told, thank you very much for your time. We wish you good luck, and that's it. I could speculate why it happened, but again, I'd rather not speculate. Do-do-do-do-do. I do miss being sponsored by Lilith. I think that was one of the best things that's happened to me in a while. It was very saddening to lose that, but you know, it was a process that needed to happen, needed to get out of the comfort zone a little bit. It does make things a bit harder financially in the sense that I literally had said the month before I'm just gonna start spending more. And I had the most I'd ever spent on in a month. I think I spent like 2,200 bucks when we were doing KVK. And I intended on maintaining that kind of a pace, just max buying bundles and kind of whale up. But then things took a turn for the worse. I could have done it years ago, right? Like that's maybe one of my biggest regrets is that I don't know. We've talked about this though. Any guess on what's gonna stick on Tuesday's equipment update? I always see your stick on the video update review. I don't know yet, Marius. We're gonna have to see what happens. I want to see the actual update. I don't want to hear from the developers voice to voice or whatever. I want to see patch notes. I want to see actually what is changing. I don't want to care for the speculations and the BS behind it because it's worth nothing unless I actually have credible information, and then it's not speculation, it's leaking, and that's a different story. It's just killing me. I can't stand it anymore. But yeah, the cocaine, chat. Don't do cocaine. It's not good for you. But anyway, I'm positioning myself in 401 to try to do... You don't see Trajan? I see quite a few of them. I'm trying to do some garrison, some proper garrison, improve my infantry garrison further so that I can put my Zenobia wherever needed. I think that she's gonna be needed. I'm probably not gonna be like the top choice for 401s for squads garrison now that a lot of other folks have Zenobia with better equipment. But we're gonna have enough 401 frontiers that are gonna need a garrison captain out there. Even if it's in TN or it's in LIIG or whoever goes, we're gonna do that. But I also really want to lead some rallies. We're gonna get the tech as much as we can for it. But Ramses, we're gonna have Ramses available, and we're gonna have Nebu available, and we're gonna have a 4-piece legendary equipment, maybe even a 5-piece legendary equipment for the archers. Hopefully we proc something with 2 legendary accessories. It's gonna really be well, maybe 1 legendary accessory and 1 epic. We'll see how it ends up working out. But I want to position myself to do some lead some archer rallies anywhere I can, and also to be sitting in a garrison wherever I can. I kind of do a little bit of both, and then we'll have some open field availability as well. Maybe one day we will have a big enough of a break or something to get a Tel Takeda going on. I'm not gonna lie to you. Drago seems unhappy. It doesn't surprise me much. I'm not gonna lie to you though. Like, after watching some of Drago's videos about legendary tavern, I'm considering the option of getting a bunch of legendary keys, because his legendary tavern compared to mine in K2 was unbelievably better. Like, the man was pulling full legendaries left and right, getting a ton of his expertise, commanders already expertise. But even if not, like, I think that the legendary tavern could be an interesting play for some of the spendage that's gonna happen. At least spending some gems on keys. There's a Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu is actually not the worst thing to find on the field. Out of all the epics, that's the one that I would want to see on the field. Out of all the epics, that's the one I would like to see off the field. There's another Trajan. People said that you're not seeing him enough. I'm seeing a lot of heralds, and even a very interesting, like, Genghis Khan, which should have been food for thought for pretty much anyone looking for him. Mulan with the Nebu out here. I'm curious what's behind that Nebu, so we're just gonna keep clicking on it until it starts fighting something. And when it procs the skills, we can see what I'm assuming this is Nebu YSG. Yeah, it's for the max, like, AoE craziness, which makes a lot of sense. Is that your secret of staying up all night? I wish I had a secret of how I stayed up all night, honestly. I wish I could sleep. Do you think it'll take less than 2-3 days or longer to break through the water camp double layer forts? A full fort takes about a day to burn. If you're keeping it burning all the time, I think it's about a day. What's up, Pascal? If I'm not mistaken, burning a fort from all the way through is about a day. So if it's double layer, it'll take 2 days at least. And then every time they extinguish and you don't pay attention for even 2-3 minutes, that heals, and that's 2-3 minutes more that you're gonna have to wait. And they can pretty much do that whenever and put a little bit of troops, and then you gotta get yourself a rally going, and only when the rally hits they leave to not take losses. And it's like a chicken. If Dan, the team that you're trying to double layer away, play the chicken and the egg game well, that can hold, the double layer of forts can hold like 4 or 5 days, even more. If it's well placed and everything, and they actually play the chicken and the egg well. But as soon as one of them falls, you just through it, and that's it. Now we're here, Pascal. I didn't upload yesterday because I was like, I was like, screw this. I just want to chill on my Friday. But we have some Infinite Galaxy coming up in a little bit on the Galactic Gecko channel, and we have a Pokemon video coming up on the Pokemon channel as well later tonight. If y'all want to come support the brand a little bit extra, show some love, help out, grow other channels. We have 2 other channels, Galactic Gecko, which is also one of our bigger sponsors, Infinite Galaxy. And, well, for PRE-KVK, we're right now focusing on cards. However, the Nintendo Switch is coming, and we're going to get some Pokemon Unite up there, which is going to be sick. Yeah. I actually might not get the new Switch, you know, because the new Switch is just... I understood it's a little bit of a bigger screen and an OLED screen, and it's nothing very good. And so... when does Pokemon Unite release? I think once Pokemon Unite releases, I am just going in July. Might have to get our Switch very soon, you know. What's the date on it? Release date. It says July 2021. So did it release already? End of July. Well, yeah, I'm gonna buy just the current version of the Switch that exists. I get this version, and I might actually buy it next week, just so it gets here. And then when that comes out, we're gonna stream a lot of it on the PRE-KVK channel. I might even stream a couple, 1 or 2 hours on here just to get people hyped to go to the other channel, and then from there we're just gonna stream like crazy. And so I think that towards mid and end of July, I'm just gonna take a ton of days off of work, stream a lot of KVK fights. We have Infinite Galaxy, Nebula versus Nebula coming up very soon. That's right, lots of hype. You guys are gonna get to finally see how Infinite Galaxy creates Nebula versus Nebula. Hopefully that'll get some of you guys excited to join us in the game. We might make like a new temporary Nebula where some of you guys want to join us in Nebula 13. We can start growing together in the new Nebula. And then when migration becomes, I think everybody comes to our Nebula. We might do that. But yeah, Infinite Galaxy stuff, Pokemon stuff, a lot of it coming up in the near future. And of course, we're doing Rise of Kingdoms as daily as we can get it. We're back in action, baby. Dogo dude, what's up? What gen remake is it for Unite? It's not a gen remake. It's like Pokemon Unite is essentially a MOBA. It's how's GG4? GG4 went through some turmoil and then it came back to life. Your friend Hunting Human ended up kind of scumming us out. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that too much. There was a little bit of a situation there. A bunch of people are in IOD now. But GG4 is under new leadership, and those guys are killing it. They're just killing it. But yeah, it's going to be a MOBA. It's going to be like a League of Legends type of game. So it's not going to be a regular Pokemon game, which means we're going to need to learn all the mechanics, how to CC, which Pokemon have which ability, and all that stuff. And it's a brand new game, so the grind on it is real, and you can really get a lot of good content out of it. I'll try Galaxy if I'm bored out of Rise of Kingdoms. Ah, that'd be cool. You can always make an account in Nebula 13 and Nebula 14 straight with us, right? But you'll be a little bit behind. So it would be better if you start the game and reach end game on a new kingdom and then on a new Nebula, and then when you're ready, you come to the older Nebula, which is 14, and just join us. You don't remember HH? Yeah. After you left, you gave leadership to I forget his name. He's a member here too, which is a big shame. And then he quit the game a few weeks after and just handed out the leadership to, I forget his name too, who was one of the people that you guys trusted, but he is a little bit weird of a situation. Let's put it this way. GG4 had a little turmoil go on. So no Pokemon catching and collecting them all? No, MC. It's a completely different game. It's It's MMO. But of course, it's a MOBA. But of course, once we get the Switch, we can also get Pokemon Platinum and then catch them all and play the game through, playthrough of that on that channel. And also we'll get Smash, which we can use the Pokemon in Smash as part of the content. Kind of just like get it done, essentially. YouTubers need some videos about R4 jobs too. I mean, some tips and tricks on how to run an alliance. It would be great for us. That's not a bad idea. Armageddon was the whale in our thing. Armageddon is with us now. Karst, correct. Omega, yeah, it was a War Omega. And then Karst. Yeah, Arma is in GDS now. But they have other whales. They went from being like 400, 500 million power all the way to 1 billion in no time. Like, they rebuilt that alliance really, really well. I'm just like a R5 just to be an R5. Just to not have the same kind of situation happen again. Got a little bit of a brainwash scenario happen in GG4. What is the role of a free-to-play T4 in Season of Conquest? I'm afraid I'm going to get destroyed in this next KVK. Phil rallies, Phil Garrison, fight in the open field, enjoy your time. Your role is to have fun and understand that people around you are going to smash you. You're going to need a ton of resources and use your speed ups to heal as much as you can. And that's that, right? There's not too much you can do beyond that, as far as I know. Like, it sounds like a mean or shitty thing to say, but there's not that much left to do beyond that, right? Join Rally and Garrison only. That you can do too. King of Whiskey becomes a member. I didn't see that in the chat, but it did pop up, so I guess he renewed his membership now or something like that. I don't know. That's weird. Oh, Drago's streaming. Aha, that explains a little bit. Don't care about the trades, especially if T4 your healing is cheaper. Just have fun. I tend to agree with that. Open field works great for free to play. I think so too. Especially with your T4s, your healing costs are not going to be astronomical. They're going to be there, but they're not going to be astronomical. So I think that free to play open field is great too. It's just you're going to take negative trades. It is what it is, but your healing is going to be that much quicker that the negative trades are still going to be relatively positive. That's the one thing people don't realize, is that when you take a negative trade with T5s against you, then the more than likely outcome in healing costs is that you ended up in a positive trade healing cost wise. So even as a free-to-play player, you causing resource depletion on your enemies by getting beaten down is still a good way to help your kingdom. That's what, for the record, the Koreans did to us throughout the whole KVK. We had 3x, 4x, 5x trades with them and they still win. Why? Because every single time we did a 3x on them, we used T5s and they used T4s. And yeah, they used T5s too, but they used some T4s too, and ended up kind of evening out. Focus more on your gear and a few solid marches. I agree. I'm not a big fan of people who drop 5 marches on the field just to drop 5 marches on the field. The jumper account, for example, fights with 3 to 4 marches tops because that's what we can do. I know that we can have a 5th and 6th march, but what's the point if it's not going to be any useful, right? We don't have the right commanders for it. We don't have the right equipment for it. Numbers are always nice to throw on the field if you have the power and you have the resources and speed ups to do so. Free to play. I'm tier 4 free to play, and I still can't get. I still can get positive trades. I agree. I think I have more T5 kills than T4s. All I use is T4s. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. That's how it usually is. Why is the music stopping? And why are we not? Oh Lord. This took us out of NCS. That's bad. I hate it. Why'd you take us out of NCS? Best trades I've ever seen was Bunny versus Zhang. Yeah. Those guys just went nuts. They just go nuts. They like to do. Didn't expect to fight Disturbed, Biggie, Bronny, and you. What's up, Life? Where are you at? Yeah, Disturbed and Bronny came after me to 401. Well, Bronny came with me, and Disturbed heard that we were going, and he came too. And then Biggie came in the last migration. Oopsie was supposed to come too. I don't know what ended up happening with the guy. He just disappeared. What are the allies of 401 in the KVK? It's going to be 412, 365, and 59. Well, this is interesting. These guys are just ants on the field right now. Ants on the field. You know what? Let's really quickly go grab a... let's go grab a quick fort with a jumper, and then we come back to spectate this. I do need to get my daily fort. I just need to get my daily fort real quick. Our daily fort. We have to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Maybe today's the day we finally get the pendant. We're one blueprint away from getting that freaking pendant finally. Finally! We've been waiting for this for so long. Hello? Of course you guys are available, because nobody comes here. You're all mine. All mine. Let's go this way. This way might be the lucky way. I want you. I want you. I want you. I want that. I really wish the timers of their march would show up on the on here. I didn't have to click to see. Under their picture, it should say, just like it says the number there, it should say the time on their marches. 3 minutes, 5 minutes. The longest one is 5 minutes away. Cool, cool. So in the meantime, we can get some clickety clacks going on this account really quickly. I mean, it is what it is. Everything is for the better. If 556 chose to dodge, like you call it, it's their call, and it's all good. We'll find. We're not running out of enemies that we can kill, right? This is not like it wasn't them or nothing. There's other opposition. There's good KVKs to be fought, and I think we ended up with a better KVK than we could have ended up with 556 personally. I think that the 556 KVK should be like a heroic anthem rather than a Strife of 8. Or even the new KVK, potentially. Strife of 8 is too many kingdoms. It's like it's going to be really difficult for two major highlights to happen. Because essentially the two major highlights are going to go at each other if they're placed correctly. If not, it's just going to be a mess. And then if 401 or 556 have previous fights before they fight each other, then they're going to be, whoever loses is going to be like, oh, but we had other fights. If it was like clean between us and them, then they had easier time to get. It's very easy to come up with the random excuses. To have that true 1v1, you're going to need less kingdoms, and you're going to need a situation in which nobody wants to mess with you type of thing. So if it's like 401 versus 556, the other kingdoms around, I'll take it. The other kingdoms around need to be weak kingdoms that are not going to mess with you once the 1v1 is going on and once the 1v1 is done type of thing. I'll take that gold chest piece. That's not bad. Although I prefer helmets personally. we're getting a ton of chest pieces out of this instead of... It's very true, actually. Yeah, that's what's going to happen in this KVK with 846, right? Like 846 and 916 are both chewing each other out, and that's the rivalry, quote unquote. And one of them is going to beat the other one eventually. And when that happens, then they're going to have to face 415 that hasn't faced anyone. And 415 is going to be fully stacked compared to the other two that are weak. And then when either of the two, if either of the two lose to 415, they're both going to say, well, we had to fight each other first. And so it wasn't really a fair fight with 415. If either of them beat 415, then everybody's going to be like, yo, they fought each other and then beat 415. That's kind of crazy. So it's like... It's a really, really weird situation. There's no good way to get out of it. So my opinion is if you're going to be doing this kind of stuff, this rigging KVKs to try to get like good KVKs going, you might as well like either if it's 1v1 type of scenario, you want to go into a heroic anthem. If you're looking for massive KVK, just a big brawl, Strife of 8 is where it's at. All right, we trained these 2K. Yes, we use speed up strat. Don't judge. I want the key. I've been hoarding these keys because I truly think that those can be amazing. When I spun this for the first time, when I did these for the first time on this account, it wasn't that good. I watched Drago's video where he opened like, I think like he had 70 or 80 of them or more than that. And he ended up getting so many full commanders, which he had expertise, and therefore he got more keys, and therefore he got more keys to open. He got coins, which he got keys with. And it just became an endless cycle. He almost got like 200 more than what he had anticipated. And he pulled a ton of full commanders, which I never had. I don't think I ever picked up a full commander. I think I picked up a full commander once out of like 200 keys we had. So maybe they changed the stats on them a little bit. So I'm kind of... Anytime I can get these keys from events, especially this Warpath event, 4 days, 4 keys, 16 keys you can get out of this. I try to remember to get as many of them as I can on the off season. So when the event happens, we come into the event with like 160, 150, 100 keys ready to rock and roll. 401 versus 556 will be bloody. It will, yeah. It definitely will. All right, my man. You're almost there. 40 seconds away. Chat, let me know in the comments right now. Are we getting a special boss or not? What do you say? Are we getting a special boss in our pendant or are we not? Okay, we gotta hurry this up a little bit. So you can already march straight this way, really. You can straight come this way. Oh. And these guys can come along, can follow along. That's okay. But we want him to tank the towers. These guys are going to come out. By the time he is out, we're going to wait for them to go around. And these guys are going to be on their way down. So what we're going to do is we're going to catch this, and that when these guys right here pass them. And then we're going to go up here, clean this top area. By that time, these guys should be around. We might catch these guys. March down here, catch this before the ones rotating come in, and we should be good to go. We work around the patrols because the patrols are fairly heavy. They're fairly heavy. They do a lot of damage. These guys, the roamers, they don't do that much damage, so I'm okay with the tank just getting them all focused on it. I just want them to keep moving with us so we can keep moving downwards. They will follow us. They will follow us. We march slow enough so that they can hit us while we're marching, which is nice. They do have a range though, so they might decide to unfollow us at some point. We can go ahead and turn back and start hitting whatever this is just to keep getting that damage done on them. Oh my goodness. Richard's so damn slow. Oh yeah. Where's the war? It's happening. We're taking a quick break from watching the ants hit each other. Just really quickly to get a fort done for the day. Just the one fort done for the day. Should open these. Those are important. Sculptures. I'll take my sculptures. Thank you. This account definitely needs more sculptures available. Especially if we're going to migrate it somewhere. We might go crazy and migrate it somewhere. We're definitely going to spin for Zhang Yu this coming wheel. We're definitely going to spin for Zhang Yu quite a bit. And I might even expertise the dude. This might be our next expertise, and then we try to do like a little bit of a a little bit of a rally situation with him. Even though buying tech for KVK on 2 accounts is not something I'm really looking forward for. But Jangyu is actually very good on the open field too, so I don't mind having him expertised or having him at a 5-5-5-1 or 5-5-1-1 or something like that. Once he's 5-5, I definitely know I can use him on the field, and with William or something like that, and he's going to be extremely useful. Extremely useful. I hope I waited enough for these guys to get further out enough to not hit us. Don't turn around on me, please. Thank you. I appreciate you. Come on. All right. Good. Okay, that's not a patrol, so that's not a big deal. So we got rid of that tower. We get rid of this tower. This patrol we're going to have to catch. But that's okay. 1 patrol is not a big deal. Patrols do a lot of damage. So do towers, for the record. So you want to target those more than anything else. And so now we're going to take a small break. We're going to let the patrol get closer to us so we can do patrol first. And then after that, do the tower. We're going to take a small intermission. There are more patrols being spawned, which kind of kills our flow because we want it to go in there. All right, now we can come back to this patrol. Get rid of it really quickly with all of our marches. Lots of damage being done by this dude, so we really want a 5x stack on him. We want to get rid of him very quickly and efficiently with a 5x stack. Go get the tower and dip out of here down this way. These guys should be able to... I should be able to grab this position right here, and that those guys pass by and those guys pass by. But we're going to have to confront one of these groups of patrols at some point, because they're not going to leave a big enough window for us to kill the bosses. Come on. Tower gone. Run. No patrol on us. Nice, dude. But the tower is on us, so that's bad. Attila Takeda is taking tower damage. We don't want them to take tower damage. Tower damage is a brutal killer. All right, no more tower damage. Good. Now can we squeeze here? If we can squeeze here without tower damage, then we can wait. You don't need to wait, actually. We can go this way now. You know, this way. Let's go this way. Catch this tower, catch these towers, catch all of this. I'm not going to go outwards for those guys. I don't think we need it. Oh, we might need it. We might want to grab it just to not worry about it later. I can't get positive trades against XY using Guan Yu Alex. Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me too much. Guan Yu Alex is not optimal at all. Yi Sun Sin 5111. Okay, open field compared to expertise to epics. I wouldn't use Yi Sun Sin on the open field. I got a full Nebu the other day, and I needed Leo though, or maybe Ramses, Herald, or Guan. Well, you just named half of the legendary commanders out there. I really wanted a full Nebu, which I didn't end up getting, so I ended up spending for 200 and then gotten one like that. Okay, that 25 is going to go away by the time we get to the tower, so we should be safe. Then we grab these guys right here. Grab all of that essentially after those guys rotate out. So we're going to use the window between the two groups of patrols to go around. And then this group has 1, 2, 3 that are fairly spread out. And this group has 1, 2, 3, 2 of them being very well, okay, so it's 2 groups of 3 essentially on both ends. Let's hit some of these little guys out of the way. All right. The top one needs a tap. A little bit of a tap. And now let's move the tank forward really fast. Other marches end up tanking because they're faster than Richard, and we don't have time to position Richard forward enough. We got to get things done before the patrols get there. In here, Richard will tank the tower, which is good. And then hopefully we can take him to tank this tower and all the little guys. So let's actually bring him further out so the rest of these roamers catch him too and not a surrounding march. But he is very well slowed down because of the tower damage. Oh boy. Yeah, they're gonna go after that. They have to go after that. The tower damage is insane and the slowdown is crazy too. Saladin keeps running forward and getting caught, as you can see. But that's okay. You can survive without Saladin. But we got to get this tower done quicker because we got to go up here. There's 4 towers, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 roamers. That's 16 plus 20. That's 36 points there. And we have a little bit of points here. This could be it. This could be it. We could be good to go. Without having to go outwards to catch more stuff. Alright, let's get rid of these small dudes real quick, and ladies. Alright, cool. Come on. Alright, out of here. 89 plus 20, that's 109. Plus 16. Oh, we're good. We're solid. Oh, we got to get rid of this top area. And then wait for those guys to come through. And then we have a window to kill the boss. Chat, do we get a special boss? Yes or no? Hit me. Are we hitting a special boss? Oh my god. Who is meta cab open field nowadays? Atel Takeda, Zhang Yu, William, Saladin William. All of them are fantastic pickups for open field. Atel Takeda to this day does the most kills. Most 7 wounded you'll ever do is Atel Takeda. Whoa, Trunk, welcome to the channel. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate you. All right, boys, come on. These towers are going to be the death. This is going to be triple tower damage and slowdowns. We got to get the towers, we got to get the roamers, and we got to hide because these guys are coming, and they're coming quick. They're very close. Saladin is about to eat a triple tower damage. Oh, which is really, 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 really painful. Come on, boys. Get rid of the tower. Get rid of the tower. All right, tower down. Next tower targeted. Come on. Tower down. Next. Quick tower. Quick tower. The patrols are here. Get that quick tower going. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Dip, 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 dip. Okay, we good. I like this song. I do too. Mitch says nope. Damn, Mitch. You have no faith. Have faith, bro. Man just says nope. Ha! Ha ha! Chat! Is today the day? Are we getting our pendant? How many pendant blueprints are we getting, ladies and gentlemen? Hit me up. Hit me up in the comments. How many pendants are we pulling, boys? We're gonna have to fight this guy. Oh, man. We're gonna have to try to pull a sneaky maneuver. We're gonna have to bring our marches to the back here. Alright. We don't need to stand back here, though. We can already posture this way. The further forward we go now, the more time we will save later on to get our maneuver going. So we're gonna get this guy's attention, which kind of blows. Okay, we want our tank literally to shoot back here. Go. If our tank gets enough attention in time, we might only have to deal with this guy, which I'm okay with dealing with one patrol without a problem. One patrol is not a big deal. Anything above one patrol becomes a pain in the butt. But we might not even have to deal with one patrol. Ooh, it's going to be close. It's going to be super close. So they're going to target the tank naturally. So we're good on that department. All we got to do is we got to be able to tuck in. And we're not going to be able to tuck in time. He definitely caught us. Which is okay. We are okay with that. We just need to bring ourselves all the way to the back here. With the rest of the marches. First. And then we can try to target the big boy. From back here. And then our fan spread is going to be back here. And the likelihood of us getting caught. These are okay, but these guys coming in now. They're not even gonna... We're not going to be on the radar at all. Alright, boys and girls. Hit me with the one. Hit me with the one. All I want is one. One pendant and we're good. One pendant and we're set. Come on, boys. Do the damage, the AoE going on. All the tanking is being done, kind of, but not really, by the Richard. But not really. The Richard is not taking any damage compared to Saladin. Just getting wrecked right there. But still, damage being dealt. Big boss still being taken down. And so is the special boss in the process. The big boss is the strong one. The special boss... You can leave for AoE and you'll still kill it with AoE before you kill the big boss, depending on, again, what kind of AoE you have available. But as you can see, for us, it's going to be after this a quick hit on the patrol guy. Here's the loot. Yes! There it is! There it is! And there's another one! Yes! Let's go! Let's go, boys! Our pendant is finally here. Finally here. There's another... little bit of extra love. And because we hit back here, I guess there wasn't enough space for stuff to pop. I don't know. There's 3 pendants though. Damn, Daniel, got him. Them 3 pendants is exactly what we needed. Thankfully the tank is the one being hit, so we are about to just get rid of this real quick. And then tank is gonna go block the door, so new patrols coming in cannot... Well, not new ones because they spawn. But the old patrols coming around cannot bug us. You're going to go catch one of these. You're going to go catch one of these. You are going to go catch this one. And then you are going to come for this. Actually, you can catch that gatekeeping. You... I don't know. Grab a blue in the meantime. I don't have that many purples. There's 3 golds, 1 purple, so we'll grab a blue just for the fun of it. I've seen chests spawn this side before, for the record. 3 pendants is not bad at all. It puts us at the 30. Finally, we have finally acquired a pendant on this account. We have finally acquired a pendant on this account. Never to make it, but we finally have acquired one. Vanquisher packs. Hell yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. What is this? That's a Dark Lord's Blessing, which, by the way, we're going to need to craft one anyway. Although I can craft 6 from here. But we're going to need to craft another one regardless. So having 4 of these is very nice. We just keep picking them up. We just keep picking them up. We keep getting them. Ooh, we actually made another amulet. I didn't even notice. We made another amulet blueprint. Look at this. Huzzah! Bam! We finished another amulet. I wasn't even paying attention to it. So I think we have now 3 amulets available. Correct? Yeah, 3 amulets. 1 already made. What? 2 already made. So technically we have 5 amulets. We have what we need. Anything above this at this point is going to be to try the special talent one. But we also have 2 of these, which we're going to use for silent trials, because silent trials are much harder to get. Although... we could give it a quick peekity peek really fast before we go back into the KVK to see what's going on. We could give it a quick peekity peek to see if any of these have a special boss, because those you can see. Okay, someone's hunting them in here. So these are getting hunted. These are getting hunted. The keeps aren't, but these are. Alright, that makes sense. These are indeed easier, right? All right, so those are already taken. Cool. So we're not gonna even bother keeping a look at them. But hey, we got what we needed. We can go for the top one too, but I might do that off stream if at all. Yeah, we have the blueprints we need, which is fantastic. That's the good thing about a kingdom that isn't necessarily 100% active, is that there are opportunities to get some stuff that is usually hard to get in very, very, very overcrowded kingdoms. I stopped doing keeps since they nerfed them. I mean, I can just do them, right? Where are all the 903 people at? 903 is doing is I haven't looked, but from my understanding they lost, right? I haven't looked at that KVK yet, but my understanding is that they lost. So we gotta go take a peek at the 903 KVK for a follow up on what happened there. Was it on this account that we did a 903 account? Yeah, it was here. But 903 definitely took a nice beating from my understanding. I haven't really looked at how it's looking now. I was just informed by people. Chat, we're going to take a quick peek at what's going on in here, and then I'm out of here because it's getting late. Nothing going on, really. I'm sure that Drago is going to be streaming this fight for many more hours, so that's going to be nice. You guys can check out his stream. We're going to go raid his stream at the end of this one. Do not worry. Yeah, it's his fight to showcase, so I'm just kind of showing it a little bit. Trying to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of what's going on in there. But since he is on, might go just watch him in a bit. Did I go over the update on the equipment yet? I did. I said that until I don't see actual patch notes and just like they are only talking about what they want to do. Yeah, I'm not too big of a speculator. They had to drop by like 100 forts to stop us from pushing. No, losing to 875. Well, dropping 100 forts is better than is still a thing, right? As long as you have the ability to. Why the heck not? Although it's zone 5, you really don't want to run out of resources for alliance building stuff before too early. Fight's still going on over here. It kind of is. It kind of is. I see 846 marching a lot this way. I don't see a 916 situation. They might be like backing off, regrouping by the gate, and then they're gonna do like a push together by the looks of it. They got pushed back all the way to their gate. So this is gonna be interesting to see what 916 choose to do. A member of 903 here. We did not lose. We're just chilling. Admittedly, it could go better, but meh isn't the worst. Now look at me. I said I haven't gone back to see what's going on there. And also, it's a zone 5, right? It doesn't truly matter. As long as you got the bastions ahead of time before you got kicked out of it, then you get kicked out of it, whatever. It's not the worst thing on earth. It's not a game changer either. As long as you have the bastions, of course. Oi. Oi, mate. Oi.
When I'm up through the night, I can't turn down the noise, say all the words out of my mind.
Well, the fight is a gate fight now. There's a few 16ers like this guy who got pulled out. By the time he realizes how far out he is, he's probably gonna be gone. Up, that went quick. 903 versus 875. Fight more 3 days. Yeah, they had a long fight. They had a long fight. They were fighting yesterday too. All right, boys and girls, we've been live for about 2.5 hours. I think it's time to call it. I think we're gonna call it. Go check out Drago, everybody. Drago is streaming. Go watch his POV. I'm gonna go do that right now. I'm gonna put him on the TV. Go cook me some dinner, and we gotta call Bank of America to free my credit card, my debit card, or else we can't spend money in Rise of Kingdoms, or else we can't spend money into KVK. So I gotta get that done, and I mean, I hope they're a 24-hour service, but in the States, it should be a decent-ish time to call, although it is a Saturday, but I'm assuming they have 24-hour service, and so I'm hoping and praying we can get this done really quickly. It already cost me $50 just the international call for me to wait 38 minutes on the line, and eventually I gave up on it the first time I called. This time, wish me luck that they answer before I wait another 2 hours. But I gotta unlock my debit card. We gotta spend money here. We gotta spend money in Infinite Galaxy. We gotta buy Pokemon cards. Well, that we're still doing, by the way. We got a lot of content coming out in the next few days. I appreciate those of you who dropped a like on this stream. Subscribe down below to the channel. Join our other channels, Galactic Gecko, all about Infinite Galaxy, and Pokegecko about, well, Pokemon. And we're gonna get our Switch in a few days, I'm hoping, and get Pokemon Unite. We're gonna stream a bunch of that. We're gonna crank up the content in the next few days. So chat, appreciate all of you very much. Thank you for being always supportive. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the shares. Thank you for all the super chats and the new members and the old members and everybody along the way. Take care. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. See you guys. Bye.